What do you get if you cross Supergirl and a pig?
Oh, I'm not even going to try at that.
The Girl of Squeal.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the greatest DC comic show on YouTube. After a week off for Easter Bunny, we are back and we're so happy that you're here. This is Fanboys Live and the Retro Review. Thank you so much for joining us. And when I say us, it's me, Ryan Magic Lasso. Also joined by, it's a family show tonight with our regular cast. Signature King, the Royal of Foils. Tony, how are you?
Tired. We were at the
Did you find all the Easter eggs?
I'm still finding Easter. I'm still finding Easter candy from the kids.
Oh, okay.
Random Easter wrapper that they weren't supposed to eat.
Yeah. Okay. And then also with us is Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe. Sarah, how are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
Good.
And it was thank you for giving us Easter off because
Yes.
I was a little too full of Easter egg candy, that kind of thing, to be much use last Sunday night. So
I'm still on an all egg diet, Cadbury. Yeah. So, but it's great to be here tonight. We have a really good show tonight, very topical show tonight that we'll talk about as well. We're going to say hi to the chat in just a moment. First, did anyone, I would assume in 2 weeks time period, that someone's done some comic book hunting either online or in a store? Either one of you?
I did. I picked up finally got this, which I think had been out for a couple of weeks, but
Yep.
I was a little slow. But as someone who got the original thing back in the 70s when it came out, it was really fun to see this, kind of this thing kind of revisited. And
Sure.
the best part, my favorite part, is
Oh, I know.
That is pretty cool.
I know. That should have been the cover.
totally. Or they should have
Back
just
cover.
gone all the way and make this the back cover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
It was,
I like that.
it was in the original. That's
Yeah.
what was on the back. So this was worth the price of admission. So
Yeah, I agree 100%. And of course, it's not this upcoming week, but the week after, the Marvel version, Spider-Man Superman, is out with new stories. So,
okay.
yeah. SK, how about you? Comic hunting?
Always on the lookout for a good deal. But I haven't made it to my LCS this week or last week, so they're probably, if I miss another week, they're just gonna call the police and have a welfare check.
Task.
Yeah, but I didn't unfortunately, but
Okay.
I've got some on my radar. I'm gonna snipe here shortly online wise, but
Okay.
I haven't.
Something's in his watch list.
It is. I'm waiting
Yeah.
for someone that they announced that they were going to be confirmed at a show local to me, but the show hasn't announced it yet. So I'm waiting for that official announcement, and I'm going to buy.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm so lost. I can't wait. I have no idea what this man is saying.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't want to. I won't want to spoil it, but if this person confirms that they're coming to a local convention, then I will get a book signed by them. But I'm not going to buy it. They're canceled. Now I have this book that normally I wouldn't buy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of happened to me at C2E2 because Paris Cullins was advertised for all 3 days there. So as soon as I got in, I bought a Paris Cullins book because I knew I wanted to get it signed, and then he didn't show up on Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he put something out on social media?
Nope, just didn't show up. Found his booth, and it just had a sign that said Paris Cullins autograph $10. Went back about 10 times during the day. Never was there.
I mean, hope he's okay. He's not getting any younger, if you know what I mean. But hope he's
Yeah.
Hopefully there was a man. That's a bummer.
It was. He
Send your book to me. I'll get it signed.
I'm gonna have to. I did see he was coming, I think, to Baltimore. So
yeah, he only lives like an hour from Baltimore, so he's pretty close.
Yeah. So he lost out on $40 because there was 4 things I needed signed. So
leaving money on the table here.
Yeah.
Come on.
But
literally.
Yeah. But I know this isn't the book show portion, but I'll just say after we're done, if you haven't checked out my C2E2 haul video, I hope you will, because I had a really good time and just had a really, really good time. And I met Candace.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
How nice.
Yeah, she was great. So, yeah. If you're watching on the Rewind, thank you so much for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. First in the live chat is Muabunga to Ruby G, White Tiger, Cool, Calm, Collected. Then we have John's Comics with Friends popping in to still see if he had a wrench in this chat, and he does. So I don't know who
throw a wrench in at any time.
I don't know who let this guy in. Link to Just a Little Podcast. Cookie is here. And then we have Luxinda. You don't even need to say Swirl. She's like Cher now. You don't even need the last name. Cher, Madonna.
Cher's in the building. Yeah.
Yeah, Luxinda. It's there.
Thank you.
So, Old Wolfie is here. Tony, we love the Wolfie.
Tony?
Yeah, Olivia's checked in as well. Thank you so much. It's always good to be missed. So
she thinks we're funny.
I know. Recent acquaintance.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, SK, to this question?
I heard that. We talked a little bit about the Wonder Woman casting news. Everything's impossible. Everything's speculation. But I don't know. That would be kind of silly, in my opinion, for them to do that to whatever movie. Let's say Supergirl. Millie Alcock's got this big movie, and then by the way, there's Wonder Woman at the end. Like, kind of steals the thunder. Don't get me wrong, still cool, but
yeah,
kind of annoying if I was her.
Yeah. Kenneth is here. Hi, Kenneth. Hope you're doing well and have had a nice weekend. Luxinda likes being famous. So
now she's going to be impossible to deal with.
She is. And Tony, I'm sipping buffalo sauce. No, Buffalo Trace. That's for you, Tony. Yes.
Me or the other one?
I think the other one.
Oh,
I think it's for the other one. Because I know who I don't know who Just a Little Podcast is, of course, but yeah, I'm assuming that's
it's for Wolfie.
Okay, fair enough. I was confused for a second, like, cool,
Wolfie
man.
says he wishes he was. All right, so what's going on news-wise that we want to talk about?
Couple of big ones. The Free Comic Book Day, they released some cool cover art for the DC ones.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the DC ones. I see everything else but DC, but anyway, one that I thought was kind of silly because I love stupid crossovers. I'm a sucker for dumb crossovers. I'm going to highlight one that makes no sense, and I love it. Alien, Predator, and Planet of the Apes.
Oh, just throw it all in.
Why?
Oh my god.
Why? I don't understand.
That's as bad as this is not a DC title, but this is a real book that came out this week, okay? Romeo and Juliet versus Godzilla. It is a real book.
I like it.
Who is demanding these? I want to go into the pitch room, and when they say, "Hey guys, I got the next big idea," remember Romeo and Juliet? Remember how Godzilla is crazy popular right now, right?
Yeah.
God, too much vaping at lunchtime. I think it's like what I think,
or not enough. I haven't decided. Each one makes sense. But yeah, DC and Sonic are getting a cool collab. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Cover art on that one. I can't find the picture of the cover art, but anyway, there's a lot of cool ones come out here. I love going to Free Comic Book Day. I love taking the kids to Free Comic Book Day.
Yep, that's the first Saturday in May, so it's coming up in a few
coming
weeks.
Up. Yeah, coming up. Great. Kids like to dress up. My LCS goes all out. They have a big hot dog barbecue for 50 cents. You get a hot dog, or you can bring like canned food. They have like a food drive that benefits the local food bank.
That's
so
nice.
they take advantage of it. It's a lot of fun. So
very nice.
Check out your LCS.
Similar.
Yeah. Usually LCSs
Big
have been around a little while. Yeah. Oh man, tons of sales.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like going there, because I go in there for Free Comic Book Day. Comes out $85 comic book day.
Yeah, exactly.
And it hurts my back carrying them all out.
Okay, what else do you have news-wise, SK?
They announced that there's a movie that is now on the fast track.
Okay.
And it is the new Batman and Robin duo movie. And by fast track, it was slated for July of 2028. It is now projected June of 2028.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
no. I have to change all schedule.
And it's not even a whole 30 days. They're talking it was beginning of July,
And now
2028. Now it's end of June 2028.
Holy calendars, Batman.
It could be hours difference or days. Not even weeks. So I thought that was pretty funny. Why is this news?
This is a stupid question, but this is a different Batman than the Robert Pattinson Batman. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
We don't know who James Gunn Batman is, but I think it's smart not to use Robert Pattinson. Not that he would make a bad Batman, but I just want it to be starting over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that Robert Pattinson Batman movie was its own thing and so not a James Gunn joint.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It just, I liked the Robert Pattinson. I thought it was, of what it was really.
I heard that Robert Pattinson was kind of difficult, behind the scenes to work with. And I don't know, he could just get frustrated and be like, I'm done, and walk and we'll never get Batman again. But
yeah.
Okay. So hopefully they find somebody new.
Uh-oh, meow.
Oh, hi, Jackson.
Alan Richardson could be already fired from DC Universe because he beat up his neighbors.
Oh God!
Even though
he was
agree
acquitted of that. I
agree the video was pretty damning, but one thing that James Gunn put out, like when they announced he was taking over the DC Universe, that he wants his people that he casts to have a high moral standing outside of Hollywood, and beating up your next door neighbor, whether it was even in self-defense, it was just the way it was presented, looked really bad.
Totally. Yeah. It's like, sorry.
I wasn't there. I can't speculate, who knows what happened, but
I have 2 words. Ezra Miller.
Oh.
There's a reason he's probably not coming back. Yeah, right.
Has he disappeared completely? Has he done a Flash and just zipped away and never to be seen again?
He did a Flash. Everyone said it was going to be the greatest superhero movie of all time. And it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the greatest superhero movie of all time.
But he's just disappeared himself, right?
I think that he purposely, or someone in his camp has said, you need to go away for a while and not have any headlines of anything. You know?
If you wanted to do Flashpoint, just do Flashpoint.
Right.
Don't get inspired by it. Just do it, man. Just do it.
Yep.
Just Nike it, man. There's a couple things that I'm going to skip over, but because they're pretty controversial, so we'll save that for another day.
Okay, coming up, I like to talk about trades and omnibuses and collected editions and stuff. Superman, the Triangle Era Omnibus Volume 3 has been announced since our last show.
What is the Triangle Era, she says?
So the triangle is where the triangle would have a number in it, and the triangle was on the cover, and have a number in it, so to follow the story, you would know what book you would need to because maybe the story didn't continue in Superman, it continued in Action, or it continued in the Man of Steel.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Okay.
The triangle was supposed to make it easier for you. But there are people that love the Triangle Era. There are.
Oh, I believe it. But that's a smart marketing idea now, isn't it?
Yes, that's August 11th. Sergeant Rock by Joe Kubert Deluxe Edition has been announced. Now, there's a character that we never spend time with on the Retro Review that we probably should.
We probably should.
Yeah, because he's been around with DC for quite some time.
Yeah, and the Kubert art is just, you could just lose yourself.
I'm upset that they never did that movie with Colin Farrell was supposed to be Sergeant Rock. That would have been awesome.
That would have been great.
September 8th is when we're looking for Sergeant Rock. Superman, the Silver Age Omnibus, Volume 2 finally got an announcement. And we are looking for that at September 15th. we have DC Universe by Keith Giffen. So I like the Justice League homage cover that they came up with. And this is scheduled for September 22nd. The Bronze Age Justice League of America Omnibus Volume 4 being announced, coming out on October 6th.
Do you get these omnibuses, Ryan?
Yeah, I do.
Do you? Okay.
I do. I like them a lot.
Me likey.
Yeah, they're expensive. I know that you just got your first one, which wasn't a DC one. How do you feel about it?
You know, it's a little weird for me to actually read a book of comics.
Yeah, and it is a book.
It's a book, and so I got the Ms. Marvel one.
Yeah.
Which I really like, and I was pleasantly surprised that they include the letters to the editor and all of that kind of stuff. And also, I'm a sucker for introductory notes. You know.
Yeah.
Before you launch into the story, talk about the historical context and that kind of stuff. But for this, old fart who likes to mutilate her comics and read them like this and smell them, it's a strange experience for me to come to comic book stories new in an omnibus, because it just doesn't feel right for me somehow.
This just in, Jackson Roy Kirk in medical condition.
Oh, Jackson.
Oh, God. Thank goodness there's no diorama on the back.
Oh. I still have a book that I haven't taken, that Treasury edition. I still have one that I haven't
something to look forward to.
Yeah, I've been busy. So
at
some point, there's going to be a new diorama.
So softcover wise, I'm really into this DC Finest line that they do of reprints that, is like an extended trade paperback. And announced in that line, look at this cover, The Curse of Crime Alley with Batman.
Oh, yeah.
It's some great Len Wein, Denny O'Neil, Herb Novak, and Don Newton. That has been announced. It's one of the big fan favorite eras of Batman. There's some good stories. November 24th is the release date for that.
I always thought that was so silly in Gotham. Crime Alley.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe don't go down there. It's called Crime Alley,
Yeah, exactly.
Just go somewhere else.
Sometimes naming things is good in the comics, and like
the story I'm going
to read tonight, naming things very bad.
It's not free apple pie and high fives Boulevard, I'll go down there. It's Crime Alley, people.
Well, it's like, I won't go to a place called Hell's Kitchen. I'm not going there.
No, that doesn't sound
more DC Finest have been announced, including Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2. That's been announced. That's coming out August 18th. Oh, Tony!
Oh,
the Ballad of Harley Quinn.
My 4-year-old said today she wanted to be Harley Quinn for because she picked one costume and we wear it to all the conventions we go to.
Yep,
and Halloween. She wants to be Harley, so I gotta try really hard to talk her out of it. I think I can do it.
I thought he was going to say, I have to try really hard to just bite my tongue and support my daughter. And
oh, no, of course not. No, we're not doing that.
No.
Every parent has a line they won't cross.
This is yours.
I'm not going to feed the trolls.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, kid.
Here, Tony, you like this one. Green Lantern setting up shop.
Nice Joe Stanton cover.
Yeah, it is. So that has been announced for the DC Finest line, but there's more. Wait, we're not done yet.
That one I might buy. Oh. That one I might buy.
How about this? Horror Where Dead Men Walk.
Oh, I might have to get that. That's a Neil Adams cover.
Is it? It's a great cover. I'm not as familiar with this cover of his work.
Yep, it's one of the later ones. From House of Mystery, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, God, I loved those books. Those
October
books are
13th.
so good. Well, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, it does. Right before Halloween. The Doom Patrol. The end sacrifices the means. Okay, this is a later incarnation of the Doom Patrol.
I was going to say I don't recognize any of those Doom Patrollers, but okay.
Yeah. Shabab has some trading cards with some people on this cover of Teen Titans, Terra in the Night. I get that. Terra in the Night. I get that. And that
I always like Starfire's hair in those old comics.
Yeah. October 27th. And let's see if they have more announced. They might. Oh, yes. The Legends. That's a great cover.
It is.
And it's part 1. It looks like it's covering the crossovers as well, November 3rd. And Superman, the Man of Steel.
Oh, I love that series.
So, Shabab, you know that the first issue as a facsimile is coming out this week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, that is November 10th. And then right there, look at that. That's Crisis on Infinite Earths, Part 3.
I've never...
You've never read this?
Never.
Are you serious?
Serious. I know I'm going to take myself to the woodshed later and beat myself up, but no. I'm too old.
November 17th.
Okay. I have studying to do, apparently.
So one of my ideas is, I always thought we should do Crisis, on the Retro Review. The deal is,
we've done it.
Not Crisis on Infinite, have you?
Yeah. I mean,
really?
Before you. Yeah,
okay.
We've done it.
Okay, then that plan is up.
It's been a while, so I got no issue with doing it again.
it's just there's so much in each issue that even if we took one issue once a month, like just to dissect for everything that's in there, it's a lot. So
I like just a little podcast.
What is that?
Shame on me. I agree with you.
For DC Universe, that's heresy.
I know it. I know.
Swamp Thing, the man who would not die.
And those the Len Wein stories. Oh yeah, yes. That's good.
That's scheduled for December 1st. So look, we got a lot of stuff planned out for the year, including Catwoman, Creatures of the Night.
Have you done Swamp Thing? Like the original? Have we done it?
We did. We had J Hood Creative with us.
Oh, okay.
And then the one that Curse of Crime Alley that we just talked about.
Such a great run. They did such a great thing of the first 10 issues. They just riffed on every horror movie genre trope they could, but put it in Swamp Thing environment. Yeah. It was so cool.
And I'm not done yet.
But wait, there's more.
Warlord Omnibus Volume 2 by Mike Grell with a pretty awesome cover, I will say.
That is a cool cover.
And Warlord just got his first omnibus at the beginning of this year. So to get another omnibus in the same year, that's pretty cool. And this is November 3rd. And that's just what we were talking about. And I think I have one more for you. And it's another omnibus. And it's kind of a big deal. Omnibus. And what is it?
It's got to be a Wonder Woman. It's got to be.
You think it is?
Look at his face. You see?
Okay, I'm about to share.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, and one more omnibus. Batman: The Silver Age omnibus.
Oh, okay, nice.
So that is December 1st. Just in time for Christmas gift giving.
She-Bab, if you would have bet $1 that was Wonder Woman, I wouldn't have bet against you because I would have been like, of course it is.
Right? I mean, we think we're so smart, Tony, and we're like, completely not.
Shame on Shabab.
Exactly.
Yep. And Olivia mentioned a great Justice League series episode. The Savage Time was very good too, and Sergeant Rock is in that. So yeah, very cool. To my knowledge, that's the highlights of some of the news that we've missed over the past 2 weeks. Tony, is there anything I left out or something that you want to get to?
Yes. So on Friday night, it was on Mike the Six Layers channel. We're talking the death of CBCS. And
I thought my first thought was poor Tony.
Yes.
That was everybody's first thought.
Oh no.
Once that email came out and CBCS made that public, they posted that thing on Instagram. My inbox
Loaded.
And it was so funny because for like a week, people kept tagging me. I was like, "Did you hear? Like, yeah, you're lucky number 1 million to tag me in this post." But okay,
I think I was the first.
I think you were. If you weren't the first, you were pretty darn close.
I was close. I don't remember.
First, you're pretty close. But yeah, we're talking about would CBCS slabs go up in value? The overall consensus was no, but I said yes, but only certain issues, keys, something might, if a CBCS exclusive, blah, blah, blah. And then we were talking about your book that you have in a CBCS slab. And for like 20 minutes, we're talking about your awesome Wonder Woman book. And we both agreed that your book would make the cut because it's special for a number of reasons. Yeah. One of the most obvious ones is it's only a CBCS book with that label. So CGC and CBS do not have that. Well, let me back up. CGC doesn't have a book with that label, and CBCS does. So you have a very unique piece in your collection that literally nobody on planet Earth has. You have the only one in existence.
And it made Steve and Jenny remember me this year. So they're like, how's that book treating you? I'm like, I still love it. Poor Jenny, she was probably waiting for me to say, and they were mean to me twice.
So Jenny Frison remembered you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Goes, yeah. I don't know why I'm just goes, now like I'm on dial-up connection in my brain today. But that's cool. So obviously you got to meet her and you talked about that book. Did you tell her that it got this cool label and this really kind of unique story to it?
No, I didn't. I was just excited because she had an exclusive offer of Wonder Woman postcards that she only made 75 sets for, and you could only get them at C2E2 at her booth, and she still had some left.
Dang it! I would have bought some. That's cool.
You should have told me.
I didn't know. I wasn't there. But I know someone that was there who didn't tell me, and I could have just Venmoed them,
some money if someone had done it.
Don't talk about my friend Steve, because you know him.
Yeah. It's but yeah, that's cool. Again, you have this. Here it is. A year later, we're still talking about that book, your story. That you have.
I talked about that book earlier today with someone else. I'm always talking about that book.
It's not even my book, and we're talking. It's not even Mike's book, and he's talking about it.
Yeah,
he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
To go back to whether CBCS will be collectible, I thought someone on the internet this week was talking about how CGC is stopping using the word bondage in their tags about comic book covers. Like now the way they're referring to them is a restraint cover.
Well, Wonder Woman's got a lot of restraint covers.
Exactly, which made me think that anyone with
bondage
in their label
has something. Yeah,
will have something, and made me happy that I have all those Lois Lane bondage covers and a couple of the Wonder Woman. But I wonder.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, cool. I thought it was kind of interesting, and
I guess I haven't really seen a cover that says bondage in the label. I'm sure there are a few, but
Wonder Woman and Lois Lane's.
Yeah, they do. They do. I wish I had one. I do not have one.
So my question for the chat is, do you think CBCS slabs will increase, decrease in value, or stay the same? So I said certain ones will increase.
Yeah, I think certain ones will increase.
The rest said they'll all, I can't imagine them going down in value.
No.
No. I think I don't have my hands on it, but the 2.0 Lois Lane one with the mustache and the thing, that one.
Oh, and East EGS graded comics went out of business too. And Tony Tornbetta was on our channel way back in the day, like episode 7 or something. So he was on the Retro Review. He was the founder of EGS Slab Service, and he's out of business too. So rip
I have a
to
question.
Slab Services.
I have a question for you guys. So, because I've been getting into trading cards lately and learning a little bit about them and about grading those things, AI is having a moment and it looks to really kind of throw that whole industry into shaking it up a little bit. Is that happening with comic book grading now? Do you think it will? Is CGC just putting off the inevitable with,
That's
having
tough.
white glove service, so to speak?
That's a really good point. I never thought of that. In fact, I don't know anything about trading cards, so if AI is involved, I mean, that's news to me. But I could see AI getting involved in just the grading of everything business.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like a little human touch, because what are they going to do? Pick up my phone and scan the book. Like, okay, 9.6, toss it in the pile. Okay, here we go, 9.6.
Yeah, I think I've sent out. There's a new a card grading company that they were offering a deal of we'll grade 5 cards for $50. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And so I think they claim it's a combo package of AI and then a human being does touch this process at some point to double check.
Now I would be okay with, we're going to do an AI quick scan, and then a human goes in to like give it their own grade or verify that the findings with AI. Like, I'm okay with incorporating it somehow, but I wouldn't rely on it on a full-time basis. Like, I use a lot of AI for work, which is part of my job a little bit, but even then I still don't rely on it all the way, because it's not there yet. It's still learning. Where it's fast, it's like freakishly fast, and I have nightmares about the Terminator movie when I realize how fast it is learning.
Yeah.
They're going to kill us all, so just
when my children are adults, I mean, AI is going to be doing my open heart surgery when I'm 80 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Case Comics, I think it'll be part of. Does PSA use some for
I don't know.
I don't know yet. But I'm interested to get these cards back from this degree grading with AI. But Chad and I've so interesting stuff.
And welcome, Case Comics. Thanks for being here.
I see a lot of comic book trading cards are getting pretty hot.
They're fun. Can I just say it's fun? Look how fun that is. I mean, come on.
I'm staying away from it because I know that once that bug will bite me, it's game over.
Tony, you're done. I'm here to tell you, I am down the rabbit hole and I don't care anymore. So for someone like me, it gives me, because I don't know anything about modern comics and it doesn't really grab me, but it's kind of another avenue to build my Lois Lane collection. You know what I mean? I'm done with the comic books. I got them all. You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, wait, cards? Oh, that's cool. So it adds to the hunt.
People have tried to give me their DC action figures. Like, you want these? I'm like, hell no, because you give me one, it's over. Yeah. I got to have the rest of the run.
Anyone that wants Tony's home address, you can PayPal me.
I will refuse delivery. I'm not doing that.
Tony, maybe I've already sent you a bunch of action figures. Maybe I already have. Maybe they're going to arrive tomorrow.
Do you like Star Wars? Because you might get some Star Wars toys from me. So
I used to be the biggest Star Wars fan on planet Earth.
Disney
ruined it.
I have fallen down the Star Wars trading card a rabbit hole too. It's a lot of fun. But I'm mostly OG. I'm really drawn to the OG characters.
I had almost every Star Wars trading card series, a complete run of everything up until 2002. Every series they had, I had them all.
The ones that came out in the 90s are gorgeous. Like the different art, the different art styles in them. It's not any different than collecting beautiful comic book covers or prints, they're just littler.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
We do.
Yeah.
So, SK, while you pull up the assist, I'll talk about tonight's retro review. So, according to the official DC Comics calendar published back in the Bronze Age, yesterday, the 11th, was the birthday of Supergirl.
Yay.
Now, this upcoming Saturday, the next time Saturday rolls along, it would be Superman Day in commemorance of Action Comics #1 being published. But this year, DC says it's not Superman Day. He's giving it to his cousin. It's going to be Supergirl Day to launch the Summer of Supergirl to lead up to the movie, kind of like they did last year. So tonight in the Retro Review, to celebrate both of those facts, we have Supergirl versus Wonder Woman. And our first book up with Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe is Brave and the Bold, Volume 1, Issue 63 from 1965.
Is this a bondage cover?
No, sadly.
What's the name of this great story?
This story is called The Revolt of the Super Chicks.
Hi, Bobby.
So I just have to read you through the splash page of this because it really does set the stage. So, ooh, are they flying? And we don't mean through the air. Take a good look at them, love-struck in their latest finery. Supergirl and Wonder Woman, now the belles of Paris. Beautiful, glittering, romantic Paris. Can you blame the two mightiest females in the universe for putting their famed costumes in mothballs and pulling off the revolt of the Super Chicks?
I gotta laugh at this picture right here. Is that Wonder Woman going out in public wearing the tiara?
Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't it defeat the whole purpose?
As you do. The best part of the story is that there's Supergirl wearing, looks like part of a wedding dress. Yeah. And they let everybody know, I'm Wonder Woman, I'm Supergirl, but I'm in Paris, I'm going to do it. So in any event, let's get into the story, shall we? So the story begins with Supergirl rescuing movie stars from a disaster on the set. And she realizes that after she does that, she realizes that all the attention is actually not on her, the Supergirl who saved them, but on the beautiful actress. And Supergirl says, humph, look at them. I rescued the two most famous, valuable stars in the world, and all anyone can think of is her. No wonder. She's all female, all woman. Which sends poor Supergirl into kind of a bit of reverie, and she decides to live the life of a real girl, give up her costume, and move to Paris, as one would. So she goes to tell Superman, who tries to talk her out of it, but he gets nowhere. So Superman then heads off to Paradise Island to convince Wonder Woman to, hey, will you help a brother out? Supergirl has lost her mind. Please talk her out of this. And Wonder Woman's like, okay, sure. So Wonder Woman heads off to Paris. And she finds the dolled up Supergirl living her best life with tons of gentlemen callers. Diana tries to talk some sense into her, but is easily sidetracked when Supergirl says, hey, do you want to try on one of these pretty dresses? And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll try one on. And suddenly,
that's the real weapon that brought down
there it is. It's like
silk
and an animal print. So yeah, a floral print and silk. And so obviously, though, Wonder Woman's like, God, it looks beautiful with my tiara that I'm going to leave on for the rest of this story. So she tries on this snazzy dress, and just then a handsome man walks into this dressing room completely uninvited and just passionately kisses Wonder Woman to the point where she says, what's happening to me? Steve Trevor never kissed me like that. I mustn't let this happen. This wonderful, delicious thing must fight it. I'm Wonder Woman. Wonder. And she's gone. So
meant to say was he burst into the room and immediately commits a felony.
I was just going to say, there's a wee bit of sexual assault going on, but
what a kiss.
Okay. So the two gals then start to enjoy Paris as mere civilians, each with their own boyfriend. But meanwhile, an evil plan is being hatched on a remote island. So in chapter 2, unbeknownst to the gals, both of them two sets of lovebirds are heading to this island that is conveniently called Isle of Love. And then we meet the villain of this story, a dude named Multiface. What? He explains that he was, some scientific thing went bad, and so my face turns into all sorts of different things. So I'm going to name myself Multiface. I guess better than Two-Face. So it's like, so his evil plan, is to bring down rocket freighters. I didn't know there were rocket freighters, but apparently there were, because they have, quote, precious cargo. Now, they never explain what the precious cargo is, but it's very precious, and Multiface wants it. So, but his henchmen then discover that Supergirl and Diana are on the island, so he tries to induce them to leave by jeopardizing their boyfriends.
But it doesn't say boyfriends.
No. Now, falling bridges and tumbling rocks don't do the trick, because the super chicks can't help but turn on their superpowers to deal with these things. Multiface then launches Plan B, where and for some reason for Plan B, Multiface turns into a fox because he's sly. So I don't know. It's not great. But basically, he then sets a boat on fire for Diana to deal with, and then he has a crashing airplane for Supergirl to deal with. And while now Supergirl saves the plane, but she spots the rocket passing overhead and Multiface's energy beam, which is pulling it off course. So yes, what will you do, Supergirl? Can you stay a swinging chick, or will you have to kiss romance goodbye and wade into battle again? Because make up your mind, Supergirl, because part 3 begins right away. So what will happen? What will happen? And by the way, that page back there, Tony, some unsung heroines, they actually do a nice job of you know what? There really are some real women in history who made a dent, which is kind of a nice little sop too. Hey girls, we care. We do care about you. We really, really do. Okay, so in the final chapter, Supergirl tries to save the rocket freighter while her really dumb boyfriend is trapped on a ledge, so he's none the wiser. Wonder Woman sees what's going on and convinces her Romeo to chase after a rose that she's thrown down a ravine. At this point, Wonder Woman changes into her costume. But as she flies into action, her bracelets become glued to Multiface's very, very big magnet. And there you can see it there. She's attached to this magnet. He floods her and the magnet full of kryptonite and then sends the magnet out where Supergirl is doing her thing. Supergirl realizes, oh God, there's that green stuff. I'm starting to, get weak. What to do? So she sees that in the precious cargo hold, there's a bunch of gold. So she melts the gold down and drips it on the magnet until it covers up Wonder Woman and the kryptonite. The magnet smashes into Multiface's lair. Diana breaks free, and she and Supergirl basically spend a few panels punching out bad guys. Then they eventually each rescue their boyfriends and tell them that they can't escape their destiny as superheroines, so they must break up with them. And they're basically like none too heartbroken about it, but like, yeah, I guess we're superheroes. We gotta go. So they, the super chicks return home, and they let Superman think that he was right all along about living a frivolous, childlike life. We shouldn't do that. We should be superheroes instead, because that's what I guess the rest of girlhood is frivolous and silly. But I got to give the last panel, the last image here, I kind of give it a little bit of credit, because Supergirl and Wonder Woman are kind of winking at the audience saying, "You're so right, Superman. If it weren't for Wonder Woman, I'd still be in Paris living like a foolish, frivolous child. Right, Wonder Woman?" She said, "Right, Supergirl." Quick. It kind of, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. They kind of give a nod to like, yeah, if you want to do that, you can do that too. And, we are multitudes. So ends the revolt of the super chicks.
I want to say hello to Sleepy Reader. Damien's joined us. So how you doing, Sad Vision?
Hey, Damien.
Thanks for being here. So I know Olivia was really digging this story, and yes, we'll always have
different.
Paris.
I like it.
Yeah. Let's see if she digs this one. So we're going to go over to the main Wonder Woman title. This is from Volume 1, Issue 177. Of note, first of all, fantastic cover. To me, this is a standout cover. Now, Shabab, do you have a card of this cover, or does that exist, or were you April Fooling?
No, I really do have a card of that cover.
Okay.
So the April Fool was that I put it on top of a PSA graded card, but the graded card was of Mickey Mantle.
Okay.
If you had read the label, it would have
probably
said Mickey
did.
Mantle.
I'm old, so.
Is that the one you put in the group chat?
Yeah, it's like
I looked at it and was like, "Oh, that's cool," and it just
it's if you
I didn't even notice
label,
it wasn't the right one.
Mickey Mantle.
Yeah. So I'll say is one thing. When I was a kid, maybe up until today, I always thought this dude's name was Claymos, but there's no Y in there, so it's got to be Clammos. Or Clammos, probably. But I always thought it was Claymos.
I did too.
Did you?
Claymos played by John Stamos? That'd be cool.
Claymos by Stamos.
Stamos.
Yeah.
We got to do it now. James Gunn, if you're watching.
Please.
Yes, and make me the voice of Skeets. Our story starts in far distant solar system whose planets know only peace and happiness until the ruler, a strange, fearsome figure, casts its ominous shadow over these planets, spreading terror and destruction. The entire planets fall victim to his evil presence of a terrifying alien ruler. One by one, the neighboring planets topple under a fiery, menacing onslaught. At last, the final planet is conquered, and the galaxy falls prey to the untouchable greed of the almighty alien, Clammos. And there we get our first picture of him. So there is superhuman Clammos, who no power can conquer, and his ever-present mysterious little ally, Grok. And what connection will these strange space-ruling super beings have with Earth's two famous superheroines? The strange tale begins. So Clammos the Mighty has told this planet that he's overtaken, bow your heads. The little Grok is saying this, bow your heads to Clammos the Mighty. And one man refuses to do so. So Clammos says, I'll show you what my power is, and disintegrates him. So little Grok says, all of you take notice. You have two choices, Clammos or death. So the same day he summons in a council and he says, this galaxy is mine, but there's only one thing that I'm missing to make myself completely happy, and that's a queen to share this with, to rule with me. She must be the most beautiful and powerful female in the world. Find her. So that's what they do. They start looking at some of those options right there that they have. And they're looking for a queen. And finally, someone with their scanners gets to Earth and they see Wonder Woman. And they're like, hey, this might be exactly what Clammos wants for a queen. And they're like, we need to capture her. And they're like, well, wait a second, look, she has these amazing powers, but her bracelets are what makes her invincible. They're like, okay, that's good to know. And then the other one says, wait a minute, look at this other screen. There's another one on Earth, and her name is Supergirl. She has incredible abilities as well. And they tend to notice that the sun is what causes Supergirl to be able to be powerful, that yellow sun. And they're like, if there was a red sun, I bet that would take away her powers. And they're like, well, which one should we take for Klamos? And they said, why not take both and let him pick? And they're like, aha, that is exactly what we're going to do. Their first target ends up being Supergirl, and to do so, they change the sun. So it's now a red sun, and Supergirl, as she's in the middle of this battle, starts to realize that her powers are weakening. She doesn't know why this red sun was here. It was bright yellow just a moment ago. And their force field ray is able to capture her. Unbeknownst to Wonder Woman that just happened to Supergirl, she's about to find herself in a dilemma. So there is an old man that's about to cross a railroad tracks, and he doesn't see the oncoming train. So she reaches down, snatches him out of the way, but it was just a disguise from one of the aliens who bound her with her bracelets. Of course, back then, if Wonder Woman was bound by a man, she lost her powers. So she's like, oh my gosh. And she's captured now, too, and she notices Supergirl's being dragged to the same place that she is, and they're imprisoned inside the ship. They're taken back, and they meet Klamos, and he says, tomorrow we're going to start this conquest for one of you to emerge to become my queen. And Wonder Woman says, boy, is he conceited or what? I wouldn't be his queen if he were the only man in any galaxy. And Supergirl agrees with her. So as they're being held in their prisons, they're talking about what are we going to do? And Wonder Woman says, don't be worried. He can't force us to fight one another if we refuse. She says, Supergirl, stop worrying. All we need to do is let the others fight. After all, they can't hurt us. And Supergirl's like, no, they can't. And she says, we'll just play possum, and after the winner's chosen, that idiot king will simply send the two of us rejects back home. And she's like, well, that's a great plan. And then Supergirl's like, imagine being married to Klamos. Yuck. And Wonder Woman's like, oh, did you get a glimpse of some of the other girls? Not exactly beauty contest winners, I'd say. So her claws are out, and she's gotten a little catty.
Mean.
Well, she was wearing a leopard print in the last one.
Maybe that's it. So it's the next day, and the contest is beginning, and all these women are duking it out for the honor to marry Klamos. And Wonder Woman and Supergirl both realizes that these women are out to play. I mean, they're not holding back, and there's some powerful women there. And Wonder Woman thinks, what's crazy Klamos waiting for? I could pick out half a dozen of these warrior women who would make him a lovely queen. She's just thinking, get me off of here. I don't want to marry this jerk. But it comes down to it. The two he selected are Supergirl and Wonder Woman. So this plan has backfired. And Supergirl even makes sure to let Wonder Woman know that sure was a great plan you had, Wonder Woman. She says, yeah, the only trouble with it was it didn't work. So now Wonder Woman says, look, Klamos, you can forget this silly game of yours. And Supergirl's like, yeah, I second the motion. We're not fighting each other or anyone else except maybe you. So that little Grok demands silence. And he says, one of you will be his queen or both of you will die. And they're like, just how are you going to make us do this? And Wonder Woman notices that Grok keeps his hands hidden all the time. And she's kind of puzzled by that. So Klamos displays his use of power on them and how strong he is. But he gives them extra incentive to participate. Because if they don't fight to the death, he says, take a look at your home planet. Because one press of this button will signal my spaceships to destroy Earth. So you had better obey. The final contest will be held tomorrow. And Supergirl and Wonder Woman knows that he means it, so they're going to have to fight. The next day comes, and Supergirl and Wonder Woman have been in their cell, and it's time. And they're brought out into the match for one of them to become the queen and the wife of Klamos. And Supergirl says she's ready for Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman says, you better be, because I'm going to hit you with everything I've got. And they start battling each other. And you see that each one of them gets some blows in on the other one. And even Supergirl notices that Wonder Woman punched her like 10 heavyweights, and she's coming right back at her. But she gets, some slams in too. And I love this part, if you scroll down just a little bit, where Supergirl picks up Wonder Woman and starts whirling her around. And she's like, "So long, Wonder Woman. It was nice knowing you. And have we witnessed the end of Wonder Woman? Is she destroyed?" And the little Grok says, "Well, I believe she is." But no! Because Wonder Woman reaches up, grabs that little Grok, and his hands aren't in his pockets anymore. Supergirl jumps up and she realizes that he's got some type of panel on his hands, and that's why his hands are always hidden. And Wonder Woman says, "Hey, try every combination on this control panel as fast as you can." And Wonder Woman's hunch ends up being right. Klamos is nothing but a robot created by Grok to rule the galaxy for him. But why would this happen? And he admits that yes, he really is Klamos, but I am too ugly, too dwarfish to be accepted as a leader, so I created a leader for them to follow while I pushed the buttons of leadership, but now you meddling females have destroyed everything. Don't forget, Grok, I mean Klamos, we didn't ask to come here. So Wonder Woman says, people of this planet, this is your real ruler, Grok, but he and his robot are finished. Spread the word throughout the galaxy that you are all free once again. And Grok has other plans for himself. You have beat me this time, Earthlings, but in other forms, I can roam the universe. I shall repay you for what you have done to me. Perhaps your planet Earth will be my next conquest. And it says it ends. Now, while you think that's the end of the story, if you scroll down one more page, Tony, go back up, go back up, go back up, go back up, up, that page. This was the final issue before the mod era Diana print started. So we get a little preview of what is to come in the next issue when mod era Diana Prince takes over.
I had forgotten that was that. You're right.
Yep. Yeah, very Scooby-Doo-ish meddling females.
Right.
And Tony, if you also scroll down now, you will see that cover, another page. You'll see the famous Shabab cover right there.
There it is.
Yes.
Why, look,
so that is the
now.
story.
There it is.
Oh, there she is. Let's make
there
her big.
It is right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is the story of Wonder Woman and Supergirl battling for Klamos from Wonder Woman 177. Now we're going to fast forward several volumes and decades later to a more modern story that occurred in a Supergirl comic book. And it's issue 17 from a Supergirl volume. I think it's volume 6 if I'm not mistaken. And SK will take that one away.
Oh, what a cool cover.
Yeah, very cool cover. Yeah, this one was quite interesting. And we'll see why here. So we cut in directly to a big confrontation between these two. And basically, Supergirl is mad at Wonder Woman because, Wonder Woman, claims to be this almighty hero. Kara is just trying to... Keep in mind, this is issue 17, so we're coming right in the middle of a big, fat, juicy story where there's a chance that Krypton can be saved. We can bring back the Kryptonians, all this good stuff. And Wonder Woman is preventing Kara and Superman from making that happen. So Superman and Supergirl kind of have a bias. They want to save Krypton. But anyway, so Wonder Woman is like, no, I'm not going to let you do that. You're too young to understand what you're trying to do. Yes, bringing back Krypton and the Kryptonians, very noble thing to do. Any other circumstance, I'd be right along your side. We'd be doing this together, but it doesn't happen. I'm not letting you do it. So, girl versus goddess. Here we go.
For a minute there, I thought somebody was pulling someone's hair.
They just seem wrapping each other's hair. That'd be funny. So, and this kind of gave us a clue. I never read Supergirl New 52, so I didn't quite understand. I had to go back and look at a few things. So we have Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen in Metropolis here. And Lois says, "Jimmy, look alive. We got bad times breaking out all over." And he has his reply says, "End times for real? This is, is this for real, Lois Lane?" And she says the same thing, exact same sentence. "Jimmy, look alive." And Jimmy has the same response. And she's like, "Ooh," like a glitch in the Matrix. Like, but she caught it. She's like, what just happened? I already said that, and you said it. And Jimmy's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So Lois Lane is aware that something is already happening. Deja vu. All the superheroes are spread all over the world. Batman's kind of playing, operator here, and he tells the Flash, hey, Flash, go to Japan and evacuate the entire island of Japan. It's going to be underwater in 7 minutes.
Chop, chop.
No pressure or anything, but you have 7 minutes to evacuate billions of people from Japan. You got this. We cut over to Cyborg, and he's talking nonsense. He's talking he's incomplete sentences. Batman says, hey, lock him down, more coming. And Cyborg's reply is, could wish I Batman. Internal screwed systems affect all my. So something's wrong there. Might want to take him into Geek Squad. And we cut back here to Supergirl and Wonder Woman, and Supergirl says, you stood beside my cousin this whole time. He spoke very highly of you. Why are you stopping me from bringing back Krypton? And Diana's like, listen, I'm telling you, you're not doing this. Don't make me destroy you. This isn't going to be fun for either one of us. And Supergirl is kind of like, did you just trap me with a rope? Do you not know who I am?
I love that part. She's like, a rope?
Seriously?
Exact words, some kind of rope. I thought she said maybe some kind of primitive rope. She clearly doesn't know. So I have this big, Duke battle. It's pretty cool. We see some really cool monkeys right here. And she says, that may have worked on other bad guys, but it's not going to work on me. So we cut to Superman, and he's fighting. I'm not sure I know who this is, but
I think that's Hell. HE''LL. Yeah.
Okay.
He's the man who's has orchestrated this entire
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that we can bring Krypton back, but he's not saying that they're going to destroy the Earth.
Yeah. So that's one thing that Supergirl doesn't understand. They can bring back Krypton, but Earth has to die. So Superman and Hell are fighting. Superman gets pretty upset, that he's talking about his Kryptonian family and his Earth family, and someone's going to have to die. So we cut back here to the meat and potatoes of the story. It's funny because the battle between Supergirl and Wonder Woman slowly escalates from talk to maybe a little pushing and shoving to restraint, and then now they go full-blown heat vision to punching each other to the point where they're breaking the sound barrier. But Wonder Woman brings up a good point here. Listen, you and I, physical match, we're equal. You're fast, you're strong, you can do all these great things, but there's one thing that I have that you don't, and that's experience, little girl. I've been doing this a long time. And she wraps her up in the lasso, and she's like, I don't understand what's happening. And she kind of tells Supergirl, listen, I held your cousin in this, so what chance do you have? And she does break out of it. And Wonder Woman's response was, okay, that one hurt. She did this big break and kind of really hurt. So that didn't do anything except really make Wonder Woman mad. So now they're really
you made
out
me
here.
mad.
Yeah. So, but they kind of have this coming to moment. They both land here, and it's Wonder Woman that comes out, and they kind of just have this are we done now? Can you just listen to what I have to say? And here comes this big machine, and it's Hell that comes into here, and he's telling Kara, listen, I can bring back Krypton. But it turns out that, Wonder Woman did fill her in, hey, he's trying to bring back Krypton, but what he's not telling you is we need so much energy that the planet Earth will not survive. And he needs the power of the sun, like the entire sun, to power his time machine to bring back Krypton. And Supergirl kind of hesitates for a second, and that made sense to her. Like, oh, if we're just going back to time, are the people of Earth really going to die? Because when we get to where we're going, the Earth will still be there, people will still be there, but it'll just like they just kind of blipped out for a second. But she quickly comes to her senses, like, no, I agree with Wonder Woman now. I see what you're doing. Like, I'm not going to let you kill the people of Earth in my name, because he does have the Superman symbol, the House of L, burnt into his chest. And he's like, okay, if you're not going to bring back our homeworld, then you're against me. It's one of those scenarios. You're with me, you're against me. So it's now Supergirl and Wonder Woman went from enemies to being on the same team. And that's it. That brings up the whole story. That was
so she has to choose between Earth or Krypton.
And Krypton, yeah.
In the cliffhanger, yeah. So those are 3 experiences of the Girl of Steel and the Amazing Amazon teaming up together. What are your thoughts about the 3 stories we looked at?
In looking at the arc from 1965 of,
yeah.
It's. I feel very warm-hearted about it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so the first one, it's like, oh, girls just want to have fun and wear dresses, and you have a binary choice. You're either this or you're a superhero and lonely. Even in your story, Ryan, it's like there was a bigger issue at hand. Like, neither of us want to marry this little dork, but we also want to free a society from enslavement. And in this one, I mean, it's a huge existential question.
Yeah.
If you could, would you? And it's just, this is why I love comic books, to see the growth and the arc of these characters and what they can do and what you can talk about with superheroes. I think these 3 stories are wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun team up. I don't think we got as much Supergirl and Wonder Woman together as we would have enjoyed. But when they are together, you can get some good stuff out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, SK, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I would agree. The evolution of these characters is always fun to watch, and it comes the age-old question: this superhero could beat up that superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's do it and let's see. But yeah, these are 2 pretty evenly matched characters, and it's funny because they're still talking about these 2 today in the Injustice series. The second series,
SK,
they introduce. Go ahead. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, they introduce Supergirl, and Superman takes him or her, puts her with Amazons and Wonder Woman, and kind of gives her the 4-in-1, and Supergirl's vision still kind of jaded, and then she, goes over to Batman's side, and she's like, Superman, you're no hero. You've conquered the Earth, and I can't stand by you. And Wonder Woman, who's shown this blind loyalty to Superman, comes back to bite her in the rear end. But I'm not going to spoil it. It's a really awesome series. Story's really cool. But your question was they should do Wonder Woman.
My question was, what do you think of Olivia's statement?
Yeah, I always thought they had so many opportunities to do something like that. Instead of these 2 versus those 2, what I always thought would be really cool is, what if you had Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Mary Marvel, and Hawkgirl, have to go off-world somewhere or to another dimension to do stuff, and just see how those 2 or those 4 would really handle it. So they did that in one of the Avengers movie. They had a clip, where they just had the girl Avengers, not the girl, the females.
Yeah, the female. It was like a girl power moment.
A girl power moment. That's a really good way to put it. Yeah. And that was in my head. That's how a girl power moment will look like with those particular characters.
Cool. Well, I thought this was fun tonight, so thanks for indulging me. I mean, we have just featured Supergirl last month when No Good Comics was with us. And, of course, with Supergirl's movie coming out this summer, we'll be featuring more Supergirl, definitely, as we lead up to it. But I thought put a little spin on it, we'll throw some Wonder Woman in there too and see how they interact together. And I thought it was a fun topic to go and revisit tonight.
Well, and they weren't really, when they were at each other's throats, it wasn't about a boyfriend. Mm-hmm. It was, it's about, do you want to save the planet or not? Mm-hmm. So I've always thought that Supergirl is the dullest of the female superheroes. Mm-hmm. And so I think putting her with Wonder Woman raises her game a little bit. So it's a good matchup. They should do it more.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, we are at kind of the book show portion and talking about what's going on with our channel. Silverhair Bronze Age Babe, is it okay if we start with you?
You bet. Okay. Well, I mentioned that I'm having a lot of fun with trading cards, and because you mentioned Supergirl, Superman, this was from 1994 or something. So It's really, I don't know, I'm really enjoying the art. And if you follow me on the Instagram, I'm going to be posting some photos of art cards from 1994 through to today, so you can see how the art changes. It's kind of fun. Now, I have Magic Lasso to thank for the book show. It actually starts out with a magazine show. So he pointed out to me that this back issue featuring Lois Lane was coming out. So I quick like a bunny ordered one. And it's actually a great issue, talks about great partnerships. Mm-hmm. So not just Superman and Lois Lane, but Love and Rockets and Batman and Alfred and Milk and Cheese. Fantastic. This, the Lois Lane stuff goes on, it's incredibly exhaustive and terrific. And I ended up getting a comic book that I had never, I didn't see it. I've never really paid attention to it. And I should have had it in my Lois Lane on the cover, but I didn't. And it's about Clark Kent's identity as Superman. Superman is Clark Kent, Pa Kent, and Lois Lane. And I am going to do a video about this because I think it's fantastic. So look for sometime this month a new video for me talking about this book. And again, thank you, Ryan, for letting me know that this is out there. Because it's a terrific read and it's been a lot of fun for me. So
sure. One thing I want to add into, and maybe you might want to mention this in your video, that action comic that you just showed from the Bronze Age.
Yes.
If you can find the Whitman variant of that, it's one of the top 10 rarest Whitman variants. That's
really?
It's in the top 10 list of the rarest Whitman variants. So
no kidding.
It is.
Okay.
I know someone.
Keep your eye open for a Whitman.
Okay. Great, thank you.
One of my wife's family who doesn't collect comics but kept onto their comics when they were a kid has that as a Whitman. I didn't.
Really?
I mean, I told them like, "Hey, hold on to this," not knowing it was super rare. Like, oh, Whitman.
It is. It's supposed to be one of the in the top 10 rarest Whitman. Yeah. Wow.
Olivia, my favorite actress for Lois Lane is Margot Kidder. The OG, from my perspective. And I really, really love Rachel Brosnahan as well. Supergirl, I don't care. I'm not a big Supergirl fan, never have been.
Just go with Helen Slater because someone.
Helen Slater, I like Helen Slater. I'm concerned about the casting of Millie Alcock for this movie, but don't listen to me. I know.
Do you have any desire to see the new Supergirl movie?
I'll see it. I don't know if we might go on Senior Tuesday where everything's cheap, or I'll just wait for it to be on the streaming, viewing machines in 3 months. But part of it looks cool. The design of it looks pretty nifty, but I can't say that I'm like, I've already bought my tickets. I haven't quite done that.
I just want to say 2 weeks ago today, I saw from a distance a Lois Lane with my own eyes.
Which one?
Bitsy.
Oh,
Bitsy was at C2E2 and I saw her. I'm like, oh, there's Bitsy, and she was signing autographs, and I'm like, oh, there she is, and of course she was next to Superman.
Tyler. Oh, they were so good. They were so good.
So I mean, I didn't talk to her or anything, but I did see her with my own eyes.
Well, you were in the same room with her, and that counts.
Yes. Yeah,
so
exactly.
There you go.
Melissa Benoist. I like her.
Oh yeah, Melissa Benoist. I loved that show for the first three seasons, and then it just kind of fell off a cliff for me. But you're right, Melissa Benoist was fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Olivia. You're right.
Yeah. So he has 19 million subscribers. His name is Signature King. What's coming up on your channel, and what do you have for a book show?
Coming up on my channel, kind of something big I've been contemplating for a while, and I pulled the trigger. So I sent in, because of CBCS is dead, and I refused to go to CGC because the prices are absolutely outrageous in my opinion. I'm not doing that. I sent in some books to PSA. So
interesting. Yeah.
The next big competitor is CGC. So the turnaround time is 60 business days. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'll get those back, and then we'll talk about them. So this is just me kind of testing the waters. We'll see. Maybe I'll find a new grading home, because PSA also does signature authentication, which I desperately needed. I can't do without it, and I don't trust JSA. I really don't. And I can't talk about the price. CGC wanted over $200 for 2 books, 9 total signatures. PSA could do the same work, same book, same signatures, $104.
Oh, okay.
$104. So. Big price difference, so I'll try it. And that's with no promo codes. That's just straight out the door with shipping included. $104. So I'll take it. Yeah, we'll come on up soon, hopefully. But yeah, we showed a lot of my Supergirl collection already over the last few months, so I'm not going to do that. So I got Superman. I pulled some Superman foils, and we'll check a couple of these out. So here we have a classic signed by Jim Lee. You can see it's nice and foily.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it is very cool. Very happy to have this one. And these next 2 books are pretty hot right now. Here we have Absolute Batman Absolute Superman Noir Edition, signed by Jason Aaron. Apologize for that monster glare. And last but not least, also Absolute Superman foil variant, signed by Jason Aaron. Got these both signed at C2E2 last year. But Jason Aaron is coming back this year to Baltimore, so we'll see what I can pull out of the hat for more signatures.
Nice.
Such a great collection, Tony. Really, it's so interesting and unique, at least to this old fart.
I enjoy it.
Really great.
And for the longest time, I was the only one that I knew of that really got into the signatures and had this massive collection. But it seemed like now I'm meeting more people that have been doing it longer and have way more books than me.
How is that possible?
I have 1,000 books, and Mike the Sig Slayer does 1,000 books a year. He does my whole collection every single year.
Wow.
Crazy the way he does. I don't know his secret, but I need to learn it. Jason Aaron is from Kansas. Sorry about that, Jason Aaron. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, at least he's not from Nebraska. It could be worse. Yeah, right?
Well, over on the Magic Lasso channel, what's currently on the channel is my back issue at the week short. It's Antagonist April. So I had to do, it is, Eugene Spinnerak and Steve's DC and Marvel Superstars launched the first ever hashtag for the villains. So I posted a Doctor Doom-centric story from Marvel's Secret Wars as my current back issue of the week. And my current lassoed loot video is a modern comic book with an error on it.
Yes, that is a cool video. Now I love that.
Thank you.
Printed upside down.
And backwards.
And backwards. Yeah. Upside down and backwards.
So, yeah, I feel lucky to have that in my collection. So, that's what's on the channel currently. What's coming up on the channel, back issue of the week YouTube short tomorrow. Well, it's Supergirl Days coming up on Saturday, so I got to do something Supergirl. You're going to have Supergirl on my back issue of the week tomorrow. Tuesday's video, The Lasso Loot, is an all Supergirl haul that completes my Adventure Comics Supergirl headlining run. So I'm going to show you the last issues I needed, and now I've got that entire run wrapped up. So that's what's coming on Tuesday. On Wednesday on my channel, we are back with JLA versus Avengers. It's issue 21 from the Silver Age of Justice League of America. That's the key issue where the first JLA JSA team up. And then it's Avengers issue 21, which introduces Power Man. So that is coming up. And, will Cersei Comics be part of it? They could be. I might. And, hey, Olivia, if you're on Instagram, post one too and just use the hashtag Antagonist April. So everyone can see it. So, cool. So that's what's coming up on the channel. For a book show tonight, happy birthday, Supergirl, wherever you are. For my book show tonight... How about another comic book that we didn't cover tonight? I think Olivia's going to like these. Supergirl and Wonder Woman.
Wow.
I think I have that one.
Okay. And then, how about the variant cover for it, which is much more tamer? The two girls going for ice cream on a Jenny
That
Prison
one,
cover.
I recognize that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What an extreme from the A to B.
Yes. I actually was surprised that Signature King didn't show this next book in his book show, so I have it to show on mine. Another Jenny Frison with Wonder Woman and Supergirl and some other ladies on the cover.
I have it signed by Jenny Frison too.
I
I don't know why I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, you were there. Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, and then this isn't so much like Supergirl versus Wonder Woman, but it's some covers that they've shared together. Shabab was on the show and reviewed this one when we featured this in a previous episode. And then it's a 3-part story. This is part 2, and then Supergirl and Wonder Woman are both on the cover of part 3. I threw this one in here because this is a fun story to me. It's the guys versus the ladies in this Justice League of America Bronze Age issue. It's also the wedding of Adam and Jean Loring in this issue. And then two more with Supergirl and Wonder Woman on the cover. Another Justice League. And another Justice League. Wait, where's my Supergirl? Oh, there she is. Flash is pounding her, so he's beating up on her. So that's my book show tonight. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe or Signature King, there are links in the description to this video. And Olivia liked the B cover the best. Wonder Woman does love ice cream. You did good. That's what she said. You should be proud. You did good. There's no Baskin Robbins on Themyscira.
I thought you were going
to... go ahead.
I thought you were going to show the... it doesn't have Wonder Woman, but does have Wonder Woman's mother, the Supergirl one.
Oh,
with that, which is a fun one.
Yeah, that's issue 9, I think, where Supergirl's swooping down and grabbing Hippolyta.
Yeah, it's like... it's a fun story.
Yeah, it is. So... that's what's on my book show. And if you at home would like to do your own at-home book show, share a cover with us on Instagram. Just use the hashtag FanboysLive and the Retro Review so we make sure that we see it. Next week on the show, we got a special guest with us who's actually in the chat right now. Bobby's going to be with us.
Hey.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to spending time with him. Oh, by the way, as I mentioned on my channel too, this week I have a all Supergirl haul. Next week I have an all Wonder Woman haul. So you're going to get a lot of those two ladies here on my channel in the foreseeable future. Let's see. Yeah, there isn't. That's too bad. Yeah, Bobby's back. He's like the Backstreet Boys. Bobby's
do you guys
back.
know what you guys are going to talk about next week, or
we do?
TBD?
No, we do. Bobby picked out 3 books that have very sentimental meaning to him from his childhood.
Oh, excellent! I love stories like that.
Yeah, so that's what we have for next week, and one of them is a Superman. So, yeah, so we're looking forward to that. So. There we
We
go.
did it. I think we did it.
We did. Anything else any one of you guys want to touch on before we wrap up? Nope.
No,
I can think of anything.
That's why this is the greatest.
Oh, I did want to ask you, Ryan, why I had posted on Instagram.
Oh my God! Wait,
picture.
I didn't say hi to Ben before. Ben's been here for a while during the reviews, and I forgot to say hi to Ben. I'm so sorry, Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hey, everybody, It's Ben.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So on Instagram, I was showing
that's cool.
A new card
with
the Superman as a chicken that Neil Adams' daughter drew for me.
Yes.
And Ryan said, "Oh, I was just talking to someone about that book. Yes.
Yesterday.
Now, who were you talking to? Well, how did this come up?"
Well, sometimes you're at a comic book store and you just get in conversations with people, you know? And they were talking about Neil Adams and Neil Adams at a convention and Neil Adams commissions and, you know, what a shame that you can't get commissions anymore. And I said, well, I have a friend, a very good friend, who gets commissions from Neil's daughter, Zia. And she does these voodoo dolls. And as I was on your Instagoose looking for your voodoo doll pictures, I saw that one. I said, oh, you guys got to see.
There's a
Nuggets,
better one.
Nuggets nevermore.
Nuggets nevermore.
So that's how. And I showed a few. I showed a few of your voodoo. The Green Lantern and the the Lois Lane one where they're fighting.
Yes.
Yeah, I was showing that. So that's how it ended up in conversation.
You know, I've talked with Zia. We haven't nailed anything down, but she is going to voodoo this cover for me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because this is the one that I have the original art for. So I'm going to continue.
Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I have this is the collection within a collection that never dies. So
now I know that Gary gave you an idea. Are you thinking about doing a cover recreation commission with like Supergirl and Lady Cop?
Lady Cop and Continuity Cop.
Continuity. And the VD girl. That's all we'll say.
Yeah.
Just VD girl. Let me get through
you gotta get through that
first. And we'll work on other commissions later.
Bobby wants to know, what's a voodoo?
A voodoo? Who do you do? This is a voodoo. So I asked Zia to take one of her father's famous covers, The Bride of Man-Bat, and she does voodoo doll characters of them. And I have always found them charming and funny and great. So I've commissioned her to do covers. I've commissioned her to do cover recreations of Lois Lane books. And can I get this off the wall?
For those of you who don't know, Zia Adams is Neil Adams' daughter.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So this is an original piece of art by Zia of a Lois Lane cover. And so this is when we talk about voodooing, Bobby, this is what we talk about. This is what I talk about. So I've got two recreation covers like this from Zia, and then some books also. So, and I can't get enough of it. I just think they're adorable.
They are.
So that's what we mean by voodoo.
Very nice.
Thank you for asking, Bobby. I appreciate
it. Yeah, so cool stuff. Okay, anything else we want to talk about before we wrap?
I think we've put them through enough, don't you?
I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I want to put this on everybody's radar. This is the year we're winning a comic book community award. We're doing it.
How can
We've
they
never
not
campaigned for it.
Oh yes.
We've never campaigned for it, but I want to start the campaign now. You know,
who do we have to
pay?
I mean, I have,
we'll shake some babies and kiss some hands if we have
to. Vote for
whatever it takes.
I want Shabab nominated for best beard in the comic book community.
Best
you laugh, but what do you do when she wins?
then I wait for her to thank me, and her acceptance speech is what I do.
Thank you so much. Well, didn't he say he would create a category specifically for me of best destruction of a comic
Yes,
book?
that's true. And you would win that hands down.
there'd be
who else could
there's
do
no one
that?
else to nominate. Yeah.
Right. You know,
I burnt that book several years ago, but it was it was a trade paperback. Doesn't even count.
I do remember when you did that, Tony. He barbecued that baby into his kingdom.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. We'll develop a campaign strategy, and this is going to be our year.
You heard it here first. Fanboys Live and the Retro Review.
We're calling it
our year.
Yep.
Yes.
In April.
This has been the greatest DC comic show on YouTube, Fanboys Live and the Retro Review. See you next week with Bobby Delegato. Have a happy, healthy, and safe week. Take care.
Bye-bye.